Hi y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Kim here with Curkym Bricks, and you can already see what I have for you today. I am so excited about this one. This is the LEGO Ideas set 21363. It has 2,912 pieces. It is rated an 18 plus set. And we also have the Walshes attic along with this set. This is set number 40773 with 179 pieces. This was the gift with purchase. We picked this up on the very first day that it was available. And why? Because I am an 80s baby, and this was a absolute amazing movie that I remember from when I was young, and I loved it. And Curtis had never seen it, which is bizarre to me, but we watched it a couple weekends ago while we were building, and he absolutely loved it as well. Since he got to build the Bricklink adventure in Transylvania, I get to build the Goonies. So we're gonna unbox this, see what's inside. We got a paper bag. So we don't see a whole lot of these paper bags. Oops, I forgot one. It's also got another paper bag. Says, do not cut with scissors. The reason why is this is the sail for the ship. And so it wasn't really all that protected. It kind of is squished up a little bit, but that's okay because this is kind of a fabric is what it looks like. So having it in this paper bag definitely kind of protected it a little bit, and it's okay if it's a little bent, but don't cut it with scissors. You might cut the sail. So in here, let's see. I have a number 20 bag. It is possible that there are 20 bags in this set, and then it does come with 2 Lego booklets. Let's see what we have inside. It looks like it is entirely possible that you could take these builds and merge them together so you can build together, which is kind of fun. One person could take one booklet in those bags, the other person could take the other booklet in those bags, and then you can merge the builds together. I am going to build this one all by myself. And so I'm going to get to sorting and building, and I'm going to bring you back after the build so you can see all the awesome details in this set. All right, y'all, I am done with this build. Actually, both builds, because not only did I do the LEGO Ideas Goonie set 21363 with 2,912 pieces, I also went ahead and built this other LEGO Ideas set, which is the Walsh's attic that has the mom and the dad, and it is set 40773 with 179 pieces. I did a speed build for you on this one. That one's going to be linked up here so you can go check it out. That's been dropped today as well. But I cannot wait to show you all of the really fun details inside this set. It is absolutely fabulous and so fun. I was watching the movie again while building because I wanted to make sure that I remembered all of it really well to talk to you about. So this is the set. It is wonderful. So let me go ahead and take you on in and show you what we got. So here is a close-up look at the Goonies set. This was designed by Vangelis Netezi, a 3D artist. I'm so sorry. I know I mispronounced your name horribly. I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see it. And he does video games and set designs in Athens, Greece. And he won this If You Can Turn Back Time challenge with the LEGO Ideas platform. And he's actually dressed up like Sloth is in this picture. And I'll show you a picture of that. The Goonies was just an iconic movie when I was a kid, and it was just something that we really, really enjoyed. It was an adventure story, very cool, treasure map, bad guys, just really great storytelling. The original LEGO Ideas, I actually like the internal features of it better because it looks like a rock face, but this is the set that LEGO gave. What is in this set? Let's start with the minifigures. In these minifigures, we have all the main characters of the show. So I'm going to start with our bad guys in the story and then One-Eyed Willie. We have Mama Fratelli, we have Jake, and we have Francis Fratelli. And so those are the three first characters here. And then we have One-Eyed Willie, and they are printed both on the front and the back of each one of them. One-Eyed Willie has the best printing, in my opinion. They all are really great minifigs. They do have dual faces, just very simple legs, no printing on the legs. So this is Data, Mouth, and Mikey, and Data has got a couple of his tools. First, he's got the punching that comes out that foils the Fratellis. He's got the dynamite stick in his hand. He's also got the cool little teeth contraption. I can't remember what he calls them. I'll put that on the screen. That helps save him instead of falling into the pit. Then obviously we have Mikey, and he's got what I believe is his inhaler, and then he's of course got the treasure map. And then we have Mouth, and Mouth has a brush. They are just great little minifigs, printed on the front and printed on the back. Not much printing. They all have the short legs because they are the young characters in the movie. Then we have the teenagers. This is Steph, Andy, and Brandon. Brandon's got his great headband on. Steph has some what looks to be bubble gum in her hand, and then we have Andy in her great little sweater. Andy does have some printing on the legs, so does Brandon, and then they have printing on the back, but they're pretty simple minifigures. The last minifigures that we have, I went ahead and I left where they are right now because this is an iconic scene in the show. There is Sloth and Chunk, and they are ripping down the sail to come and save everybody, and Chunk is on his back. So I'm going to take those down and show you them up close. So here is Sloth, and he's got his Superman shirt on and his great captain's hat on. And then we have Chunk, and he has got a knife in his hand. He's got the printing and the front and the back. So super great minifigs with this set. Since I'm talking about minifigures, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this little side build. This is Mr. and Mrs. Walsh, and Mrs. Walsh, of course, has a cast on her hand, which is why she hires Rosarita to help her around, and Mouth does the fantastic job of translating for her. Pretty funny. This is their attic. Their minifigs are printed on the front and the back. Mrs. Walsh has a great scarf. Mr. Walsh has, these all have dual-sided faces, and Mr. Walsh is printed on the back and on the front. He's got either a glasses face or another face on him. So these are great little minifigures to add to the characters. In this set, we have the Walsh's attic, which has the treasure map. It also has a news story. I'm presuming that is about Chester Copperpot looking for the treasure. We've got kind of a broken down old shelf with compass on the top. We've got a great little lighthouse build Tesla thing that they had up in there that Chunk was playing with. That's absolutely great. There's a little piece of gold here. There's a knight and some other assorted things up here. So this is just really a fun little build. It had about 4 stickers to it: Cape Cod, the map, the lighthouse, the spiders, and the news story were all stickers for this. The Goonies in the front was printed, and I'm just really glad that we went ahead and jumped on it and got this little side build because it is just really a clever build and adds to the story. On the side of this ship, you have the cannons. Down below, you have the rocks that it got caught up on, and you have the blue down there to represent the water. You have some cool gold touches. You also have some moss hanging off the side, and it just really looks like a great facade of a pirate ship. It's got the sigil in the front, which is the mermaid. It's got just great lines to it and just really cool decorations. The masts are made of fabric. They're wonderful. You have some cannonballs up there. Up on the top here, you have the cool, what you would expect from a ship, different layers to it. And it's got a lantern on the back that's nice and big. On the front of this, you have the rock face, and you've got a little slide here that they come out and get into the water when they get out. There's a little octopus of some sort. You also have the captain's quarters very clearly seen on the front of this. Starting from the left-hand side of the build, up at the top, you have the diner that they were in when they were trying to do their counterfeiting with the little drinks at the table. Those were the drinks that she tried to say was water with the Goonies, but it had a really odd color to it. So kind of funny that they put that coloring in the cups. Down below there, you have Sloth's dungeon here with a wanted sign saying that they're wanted. But we have the TV, we have the chains for Sloth, and we have his little chair sitting in there, as well as area on the outside of it, which was where they counterfeited the money. That's where they started cranking out $50 bills. And you can see here that they have put a little dollar bill here, and here is their counterfeiting machine. Down here at the bottom is where we found the key to One-Eyed Willie. This is Copperpot's remains are where he got crushed by a rock. There's a really cool little feature in here where you turn this little dial and the boulders come up, and then there's a release up here that has the boulders fall. So this is a really great play feature. It does lock the boulders in place, which is really nice. And then of course you can let them drop and fall as they did in the movie. As we move over on this build, we now have the wishing well area, and here is a trap door. You just spin this item on the back and it will have the floor pop up, and then you can spin it the other way and the floor goes back. There's the bucket that they were going to bring them up with and some coins on the ground. We also along the bottom have the cave that's kind of running around. Here is where a lantern was, where they realized that they had gotten further than any other. Then we have the skull cave. And the skull cave goes to the fallen mast, and the fallen mast is where they had to walk across the water. It's also where Data put the slippery shoe stuff so that the Fratellis would end up falling into the water and hurting themselves. And then we have this awesome organ. This is absolutely fun and playable. If we play the wrong note, the floor falls out. And then we play the wrong note, the floor falls out. We play the right note, floors fall out, and then eventually we get to the point where we can open up the hatch and go ahead and go down the slide to get out of there. And this is really easy to put back together. These pieces just clip right back in. Up above, we have the treasure room where they actually meet with One-Eyed Willie. It's got all the gold on the table with the skeleton there. It's got the scale over here with the booty that needs to be left for One-Eyed Willie that sets off the trap. And it really is a fabulous, fabulous build. I'm super excited about having this as part of our collection. It just has some really great playability features. I love the storytelling that is happening within here with the water that's down here. The pipes had broken down here where they were banging on the pipes to try and get out when they had first gotten into the tunnels through the fireplace, which is up here somewhere as well. It's just really fun. Another one of these great features. Hey, you guys! It has a piece that is actually made so that Sloth can slide down like he did on the knife on that mast, and it's just makes me smile. It's absolutely fabulous. So thanks for stopping. Thanks for being here today. If you haven't hit that like, subscribe button, we have so many more fun builds coming from you later. We like building them. We love bringing them to you. So thank you for joining us today. And we hope we will see you on future builds. Don't forget to comment. Have you picked up the Goonies set? Did you like the Goonies? Let us know in the comments. And also, if there's anything you'd like us to build or show you, we're happy to get that for you as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.